hold up, wait a minute, no, I'm not gonna leave you out. The ones that think that they can take, when you say don't judge, instead use your compassion and have your empathy, and they take that for granted. It is now, you no longer will do that. It's called protection of self. Rejection of those behaviors to try to take advantage of people that don't want to judge, that don't want to judge others, but then you try to, when you get caught up into something, you're going to say, don't judge me. You know, I didn't mean to do that. And all your other little manipulative, controlling behaviors. Nah. Hi, I wanted to share as I learned and from experience today, just talking about the term poke the bear. They keep poking at you when people keep messing with you and saying things to you. And they go harder at poking the bear, harder and harder at antagonizing you and disrupting you and disturbing you because you just won't respond. You're constantly quiet, you're constantly sitting in comfort, and you won't let them take you out of character. But so the phrase poke the bear typically refers to provoking someone who is likely to react negatively. They're going to keep poking you and because they need that energy. They need that negative response to you, whether it's for a motive to show other people, look at them, they're out of control, they can't control themselves, or just to get that feel good, I got them, I own them, that's my slave type of mentality thinking. So I talk about the workplace environment. That's where I have been most of my life. And so in a large hospital workplace environment, this can manifest through various forms of antagonizing among coworkers. Understanding the dynamics of such interactions involves examining both the positive and negative impacts on the workplace culture, as well as exploring potential solutions for managing these situations effectively. So, if you've watched me a little bit, you know, and they say there's no such thing as the good, the bad, the ugly. There's only, the good or the misery or something like that. And, but I do, it helps me to process things in my brain by going the good, the bad, the ugly. And in this case, the good, positive outcomes from conflict like that, right? In some cases, here I'm reading, it says conflict can lead to constructive discussions that address underlying issues within the team or organization. When individuals express their frustrations, it may highlight systemic problems that need attention. So, talking about strengthening relationships, navigating through conflict can sometimes strengthen relationships among coworkers. When individuals work together to resolve disagreements, they may develop a deeper understanding and respect for each other's perspectives. And also to encourage open communication. Addressing antagonistic behavior directly can foster an environment where open communication is valued. This transparency can lead to improved teamwork and collaboration in the long run. I would say know your audience type deal in these situations, because it's so true. When people are committed to misunderstanding you, there's no way of communicating with some of these people. You can try and you can try and you can try again. So the bad negative consequences of antagonism is increased stress levels. Continuous antagonism, like poking the bear, can create a toxic work environment, leading to heightened stress levels among employees. This stress can result in burnout, decreased job satisfaction, and increased absenteeism. Always calling out sick, always calling out for a mental health day. A lot of people may not see what's going on, but a lot of people do know what's going on with these subtle remarks or these little poke the bear type situations. Also, what can happen, the bad thing is decreased productivity. When employees are preoccupied with interpersonal conflicts, their focus on work tasks diminishes. This distraction can lead to errors, reduced efficiency, and ultimately impact patient care quality. Team fragmentation. Ongoing conflict may cause divisions within the teams, leading to cliques or factions that undermine collaboration and trust among co-workers. The ugly, explosive reactions when you react to the poke the bear, they keep messing with me. You're normal, you're human, so they say. We haven't been tapped into and made by AI. We are real human beings. So when individuals feel concerned by persistent antagonism, they may eventually reach a breaking point and explode. Such outbursts can have serious repercussions. The same thing like in intimate relationships, I can share that. I know I've been through that. And it's reactions. If we don't control our actions, we'll get in a lot of trouble. And I have been on the opposite end of that. Yes, I have. Because I could not, control, the things that hurt me or control the other person to stop doing the things that were wrongdoing. And so my reactions got me in trouble. And the same thing can happen in a large hospital workplace environment if we don't learn to control ourselves and which will control our outbursts. So it can be damaging to professional reputation. An explosive reaction can tarnish an individual's professional image and credibility within the workplace. That's why they will keep poking at you in a quiet way. They'll say sly remarks. They'll be antagonizing with their, what they call flying monkeys, their little friends that they run around with and believe the way they believe. Those are their like-minded people. And it'll get on your nerve. And, for the most part, 9 times out of 10, you don't respond. You're quiet. That pisses people off, because they can't get you to react, so that you can tarnish your reputation. The next one will be escalation of conflict. A sudden outburst may escalate tensions further rather than resolving them, leading to more significant conflicts among team members. If you can't communicate with them, it's not going to help. It's going to get worse. Impact on patient care. In a hospital setting where teamwork is crucial for patient safety and care quality, interpersonal conflicts can directly affect patient outcomes if staff are not functioning cohesively. And so by me saying this and someone says, Emily, are you still working here? Like, why are you talking on the internet? Like, why should we be involved in toxic, I say, and I believe, why should we be involved in toxic positivity? Like everything is la 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 la. nothing going on, like we're just so beautiful. But then, when something comes out in the news, or things do come out in the news and make headlines, or I feel as though to talk about it and have an open communication, I'm not in being involved in HIPAA, exploiting anybody. I'm not saying that the current organization that I'm working at have problems. I'm not saying that any other organization I have worked at have problems. I'm just saying, from my experience, if there is problems or have been problems, or just like working from the union, working with the union as a shop steward in the past, you may have encountered cases like this, which I have. So and also I can only speak for myself, my personal experiences. And so no, I'm not doing anything to try to damage my organization. I love where I work. Solutions for managing antagonism. Establish clear communication channels. Encourage open dialogue about concerns before they escalate into large conflicts. Regular team meetings or check-ins can provide opportunities for addressing grievances constructively. Implement conflict resolution training. Providing training on conflict resolution strategies equips employees with tools to handle disagreements professionally without resorting to personal attacks or emotional outbursts. Encourage empathy and understanding. Foster a culture of empathy where employees are encouraged to understand their colleagues' perspectives before reacting defensively or aggressively. We got to be careful with that one, because sometimes people that engage in bad behaviors on a regular basis, we're not talking about the every now and then people, the normal people. We're talking about the chronic ones that engage in this negative type of behavior and enjoy it. And that's their motive. That's where they live at on an everyday basis, is to hurt people. Seek meditation when necessary. If conflicts persist despite attempts at resolution, involving a neutral third party such as HR or external mediator may help facilitate productive conversations between conflicting parties. I need somebody in here. Can we have a third party, so you're not going to be accused of anything that you didn't say or do? You need a third party. Promote self-care practices is so important. Encourage employees to engage in self-care practices that help manage stress levels effectively. This could include mindfulness training or access to mental health resources. And these are the things that can help you stay calm and grounded when people are constantly trying to poke you, and get you to explode. Set boundaries and know when to walk away. It is essential for individuals facing persistent antagonism to recognize when disengagement is necessary for their mental health well-being. Sometimes stepping back from a situation allows time for reflection and de-escalation. So what I'm saying here, excuse me, is while poking the bear in a hospital workplace environment often leads to negative consequences such as increased stress and decreased productivity, there are also opportunities for positive change through effective communication and conflict resolution strategies. And I'm going to end it right there, but also I do want to say, my next thing is to put out a video that says, addresses the issues when people say you don't like it, leave. So those dismissive remarks there can be I'll give some of my responses I'm thinking about saying or doing, and which might help you come up with your own, which would be better, better than what I have. All right, peace.